Hello everyone, welcome to Lighthouse Stamping with Lorraine. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Vancouver, Washington. Thank you for joining me today. Before we get started, the housekeeping notes, all the product I'm using and all the dimensions will be listed below. There's a link to my online store if you wish to purchase any of these products and help support my channel. There is a link to our Facebook group. We'd love to have you join that. My email address if you have any questions. And finally, remember to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube and help me grow in YouTube world. We're going to play with One More Year. I played with it last week, I think. Time just disappears, you know. But anyhow, I decided I wanted to make a masculine card. I don't make many masculine cards, and I thought I should give it a whirl. So we're going to be using One More Year. We are going to be using the Nested Essential Dies, which I have there, and we are going to be using Forever Plaid 3D Embossing Folder. And what are we making? Well, first we have an envelope, which is some little, I think they're supposed to be fireworks. And this is the card we're making. Just a cute little card. Happy birthday, another wrinkle wiser. You're how old? In dog years? So, just a really cute, simple card. So, let's get some stamping. Let me just go through the parts here real fast. Like I said, all the dimensions will be listed below. This is our card base. It's Boho Blue. It is 8.5 by 5.5. 5.5. And on the 8.5 inside, we are going to score at 1.5 and 4 1/4. Let me go ahead and furnish that. So that's at the 4 1/4, and we're going to pull this one back this way. So that's the card base. So we'll set him off to the side for now. And then we're going to need a panel of Basic Beige for the inside, which we're going to be stamping in just a moment, which is 2 5/8 by 3 5/8. And we are going to need a piece of Boho Blue that I've die cut from the stylish or nested shapes, and these were the 2 largest dies I used from that style. And we are going to need a piece of Basic Beige cut out of the next size. And that's all we, oh no, we need some other pieces. We need a piece, hang on, it's a very small piece, so I've lost him. This is a piece of beige. I didn't even write the dimensions of this down, but I will. It is 2.5 by 3/4. So let me jot that down real fast. I don't know why I didn't jot that down. That is my label for the front. So we'll go over the rest of the pieces when we get to them. These are the pieces we need for stamping. Oh, and the envelope. So first, we're going to go ahead and let's stamp that cute doggy. And we are going to stamp him in Basic Black. Bear with me one moment. Grabbed all my ink except for Basic Black. Why I didn't do that, I don't know. But, you know, these things happen. All the colors I should have on my desk all the time, it is not there, but it is here now. It's not Basic Black, it's Tuxedo Black Memento. You all knew what I was talking about. And believe it or not, this is the only thing we are stamping in black. We're only using 2 colors of ink, Boho Blue and black. And so I'm going to put him right in the middle of that little, just like that. Isn't it cute? So out of Boho Blue, we need to stamp our tiny, we don't need this at the moment. We need to stamp our tiny little saint, which is going to go on the outside of our card. Happy birthday, another year wiser. I don't know, will I be wiser in a few weeks? I'm having another birthday, but I don't think I'll be wiser. Just like that. Actually, I don't like that one. We're gonna flip him over. I wasn't happy. If you're not happy, do it again. That's why there's two sides to the paper. That's much better. So we'll set him off to the side. For the inside of our card here, I wonder how old you in dog years. Put that up towards the top. And then we're going to grab this little, I think they're fireworks. And we'll put a couple on here. Just like that. And then we'll put a couple on our envelope. Like I said, I'm keeping this very simple. Why not put another generation there? Put as many as you want. And that's all the stamping for this card. Like I said, it's an easy card. So next we do need to do a very little coloring, and I'm going to use pencils, and I'm not blending this time. I am just coloring. You know what I know what the problem is too? Would you like to guess what I forgot to put on as I sat down? D's. Oh, life's much better. So we're not using blendings. We're not going to blend. We're just coloring with our pencils. So what I have is Night of Navy, Balmy Blue, Black, Garden Green, and Flirty Flamingo. And Flirty Flamingo, I'm using just as pencils, just for coloring. I'm just doing it lightly. I'm not pushing hard. I wanted this to be a very, you can go over it as many times and get it as dark as you want. You could use blends on this, but they work just fine as colored pencils too. And then the Night of Navy, we're gonna do a couple, I'm gonna do a couple little stripes in here with the Night of Navy. And if you have regular colored pencils, you could use those too. And then we'll go in with Balmy Blue here. And a little bit of Balmy Blue up here in his top of his hat. And I did miss one spot with the Night of Navy, this little piece right there. There we go. The black, why did I have the black? Oh, I wanted to darken his eye in a little bit. The center of his eye, I wanted to darken it a little more, so it stood out. And the green is just so he's standing on something. The little guy does not want to float. Well, he might, but I just wanted to put a little green down here at the bottom, so he looked like he was sitting on something. And that's all the coloring. No blending, just straight coloring with pencils. I think it's rather cute. And we are just about ready to assemble the card, except for one thing. This here, I'm going to round the corners so it matches these guys. And I mentioned before, we don't sell a corner rounder. I don't know why we don't, but we don't. But I'm sure most of you have, or you could leave it straight, or you could do it by hand. You could actually take it, I have another piece of paper here, hang on. You could take this, put this here, like this, and just cut right around that too. That's another way of getting it done. But this is the easy way. Clean up my confetti here. All right, let's build this card. So the other pieces we have for this card, get the rest of those out there, is we have some of the Timeless Plaid, which I love. This is in the storybook suite that came out in the mini catalog, and this is the beige and the blue that we're going to be using. So this piece is 1 1/8 by 5 3/8, and this is 1 3/8 by 5 3/8. Get the ones that go on the right side. Yeah, this is going over here. So we're going to go ahead and put this one on here. Get an 1/8 inch margin. So what I would do is look at the side and look at the top and the bottom. Don't worry about the other piece there. the other side. This one is going to go over here. Now I'm going to flip this open and put the inside in first. I'm going to put this in here. Once again, looking at the sides, this side and the top and bottom. And then we'll put this in right here. And there is a bigger gap there, a little bit bigger, not much, a little bit, which is fine. And we'll pop this in here. So that's the inside of the card. Now this is the Timeless Plaid, and this is Crumb Cake. This is Basic Beige, this is Crumb Cake, okay? We're using both. And this is going to go on this outside panel right here. And put that right in the middle of that strip. Just like that. Like I said, this card comes together very fast. Next, we have the Boho Blue piece and him. And I want him to lay something like that. So I'm going to add, I'm putting my thumb right here, I'm going to add a little bit of glue right in this thing. Not much, just a little bit. That's more than enough to hold him. And put him in there like so. And then make sure we're still inside our framework, which we are. I'll hold that for just a second. And then I'm going to take this piece. I'm going to put him up, something about like that. So we're just going to put a little glue right here on the edge. Make sure you're inside your card frame. Just like that. Put all the pieces together. So I'm going to turn this. I'm not sure about. They're all going to come out different. I want to keep inside the frame like that. So I need to put dimensionals right through the center here. I'm going to flip this directly over. I probably shouldn't have used the back of that one, but I did, so it'll be fine. Oh, I'm going to the corners without thinking. I've laid it out where I wanted it. And then I wasn't thinking. I'm going to need more caffeine this morning. I know this. And I'm putting about 6 on here because I really want, I'm going to put 1 on there to hold it. So it's going to go on about like that. And go a little towards the center, but slightly towards the top. Make sure no one's sticking out. They're not. Nope. So that's that part. Now I decided it is for a guy, but you know, guys need to have a little decoration, more decoration on theirs. So I've taken, this is the Baker's Twine Essential Pack. This one will look like Crumb Cake to me. You could use that one too. I tied a single little bow, just a tiny bow. Grab a glue dot here. Actually, I'm going to put him in the glue dot because he is small. I think it's sticking to my fingers. And I'm going to put him right about there. Make sure all the glue's tucked underneath of him. And that's a little frayed there, but you know what? I'm going to leave it. I sort of like it. And then I wanted to put a little bling on this. So these are the Earth and Tone Shimmer Gems. And I put the light ones on last time. These, I believe. Look and see what I put on there last time. But I think the light ones would work as well. So let's try one with the light color. Huh. Well, I'll use my tweezers. I didn't pull out a pick tool either. Boy, I'm doing good today, aren't I? Those don't work very well to do that. We'll grab my scissors. So I'll put a big one there. And we'll put a little one right here. Just because it's for a guy doesn't mean it doesn't deserve to have some bling. And we'll put that one there. So there we go. A nice card for a gentleman in our life. Simple, easy. So everybody give a whirl. It's, you know, you could make this a feminine card if you wanted. You could move them around. You could set them in the center. You could do whatever you wanted. I liked it sort of all off-center. So everybody have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.